Mark Goldstone. I'm Head of Business Representation for the Chamber of Commerce. Again, cash flow will remain. Access to finance generally, particularly for SMEs, or access to affordable finance and the right kind of finance. I think problems with the Eurozone will continue to impact on the UK economy. It's domestic orders and domestic sales generally flatlining, have been for a little while. That said, overseas opportunities exist, and many of our members that are looking at overseas markets are predicting growth in that area, so we would look to assist that in any way we can. Well, our recent research said actually that what the barriers were to overseas markets were things like actually lack of contacts, where to start. Now, those support services do exist through chamber networks internationally, but also through organisations like UK Trade and Investment. So I think we see our role very much as a signposting organisation and making businesses aware, of the access to the markets, and then beyond that, the more technical aspects of doing business in other countries. Yeah, very important. It's about getting out there, making connections either through networking events, but actually there are other products and services that we offer in terms of business advice, access to overseas markets, access to information, a whole range of things, mentoring. Particularly running your own business can be quite lonely, so I think it's important to get out there, seek the advice and guidance from others that have been there and done it. Well, we have a range of services, starting really with the pre-start stage through our Enterprise Yorkshire business. That's helping people get a business plan together in the first place, right the way through to access to subsidised products, services for business, benefits for employees of member companies, right the way through to business representation, lobbying on issues both locally and nationally. Yes, we recently launched our mentor panel, really just to assist owner managers specifically in terms of bouncing ideas around. Cash flow is a big issue, so we have a debt recovery service that we've launched, and also a number of services around legal helpline, etc., enhanced HR support services. A whole range of things really. If it's not just about what the chamber can provide, but it's what the wider membership can provide. So it's a bit of a throwaway line, but there probably isn't a business issue out there that either the chamber or some of its contacts or the wider membership couldn't help with. This government particularly is keen to hear from business, and whilst we're the Leeds York and North Yorkshire Chamber, we are part of a much wider network of chambers. So with the British Chambers based in Westminster gives us good access to key ministers. That's fine, but we need to hear the messages. So I would encourage members, especially SMEs that perhaps sometimes feel that they're not listened to, come and tell us what your issues are. Trust me, you won't be on your own. They'll be shared by many other businesses. And that's the real strength of the Chamber, is that we can bring those collective views to policymakers that do have the ability to make a difference. Absolutely, we're doing it already. So education, skills, planning, housing, a whole range of transport, a whole range of things the Chamber's championing at the moment. Well, we've always operated in that space of business support, alongside Business Link and complementing in many cases. Where do we see it going forward? I think there probably is a role for the Chamber to be more proactive and perhaps fill that space left by Business Link. That's ultimately members will decide if that's what they want and are willing to get involved. Then we will look to support their needs.